Hi guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. I saw this story a few weeks ago and it made my fucking blood boil. A one-legged 92-year-old man with dementia in a care home was treated this way. Apparently, he threw his food at the carers. Everyday occurrence, in my opinion. If you're working with the old and the sick and the disabled, that's what happens. What happened to one of the carers going, "Come on, John, what's up with you today? Having a bad day? Tell you what, we'll clear this up. I'll bring you a coffee. We'll have a chat." No. They phoned the police on a 92-year-old man with one leg and dementia. Why are you working in a fucking care home if you can't handle a 92-year-old man having a bad day? And why did they call the police? Because he had a butter knife in his hand. I suppose they were terrified they'd be buttered to death. Fuck knows why. But they phoned the police. I will now insert the clip of what happened when the police came.
This is Officers Stephen Smith and Rachel Komoto arriving at a care home specialising in dementia care in East Sussex.
Come on, just chuck it on the floor for us.
Put it on the floor.
Come on.
Put it on the floor.
We don't want to hurt you.
Don't be silly. Put it on the floor.
The man they are talking to is 92-year-old Donald Burgess.
Put it down, mate.
On the 21st of June 2022, the police had been called by staff after the elderly man had thrown food at care workers before wielding his knife towards them. The court heard staff had been able to wheel him to his room, where he remained on the officer's arrival.
Pop it on the floor.
The elderly man was an amputee with an infection the court heard left him agitated and confused. The weapon is a modified butter knife used for food.
Finish your toes.
This video was shown at Southwark Crown Court, but we have decided not to show in full.
Seriously?
Last chance.
Can you just hold that door? I can't get a good angle.
Donald, put it down. Put it down now. Come on.
Last chance.
Right. Put it down. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Put it on the floor.
The 92-year-old Donald Burgess is then sprayed,
Donald, drop the knife.
struck, and then finally tasered.
Donald!
Put it down. Put it down. Put it down.
Taser, taser!
Donald was taken to hospital where he contracted COVID and died 3 weeks later.
If that video doesn't make you want to scream out, cry, and fucking hurt somebody, you're not human. I do not understand what the fuck. Taser, taser, taser! He's got one leg and he's in a fucking wheelchair. He's 92, he's got dementia, he's no clue what the fuck is going on, and he's still holding his butter knife from dinner. They were able to wheel him back to his room, so while they were behind him wheeling him back to his room, why didn't they just take the knife out of his hand? Get someone to sit with the man and chat with him. I'm sure this isn't what his family expected when they put him in the care home. That he was going to be pepper sprayed, hit with a baton and fucking tasered. And as if that isn't bad enough, this is what happened to them. Shall I read you? 2 police officers who used a taser and synthetic pepper spray on a one-legged 92-year-old man have been cleared of assault. PC Stephen Smith, 51, and PC Rachel Komoto, 36, were accused of using excessive force on Donald Burgess during a confrontation at Park Beck Care Home in St Leonards-on-Sea, East Sussex, in June 22. Jurors returned their unanimous verdicts on both Sussex police officers at Southwark Crown Court after 2 hours of deliberations on Wednesday. Are you fucking deaf, dumb and blind? Did you not see what they did to that poor man? He was of no fucking threat to them people. And you let them go. Have a good look at their faces, just in case they happen to be living in an area where your elderly relatives might be residing in a home. They found Smith not guilty of 2 counts of assault, occasioning actually bodily harm, for his use of pava spray and for using a baton, whilst Komoto was found not guilty of 1 count for deploying her taser. There was no need for the taser. There was no need for the fucking pepper spray. If, at the very least, he could have knocked the knife out of his hand with the baton. I'll let them have that. If they were that fucking shit scared of a butter knife. And in that case, they shouldn't be fucking police officers, but hey-ho. Both officers will, however, face proceedings for gross misconduct, Assistant Chief Constable Paul Court from Sussex Police said in a statement he delivered outside court. He said, "I would like to acknowledge how incredibly difficult this period must have been for the Burgesses family, and I offer them my sincere condolences. Maybe if you had staff that knew what the fuck they were doing and had a fucking ounce of common sense, you wouldn't have to be apologising. I recognise and understand the impact that this case has had on public confidence. It is with profound regret that this happened. Police officers confine themselves..." Right, this is what got me. Police officers can find themselves in challenging and unpredictable situations where they must make split-second decisions to keep the public safe and to do so with measure, compassion and skill. Really? I saw no measure, no compassion, no skill, no fucking public in danger. What would they do if it was a load of people with knives charging at them? They'd shit themselves. Do they feel big because they could beat up an elderly old man? I'm infuriated if you can't tell. We support them to do this, and this is what our communities expects. Not what they fucking got though, is it? Use of force must be reasonable, necessary and proportionate, and officers know they will be held accountable every time. The officers in this case have been held accountable to a criminal threshold, and we respect the jury's decision. You might, I fucking don't. I think the juries were paid off. While this concludes the criminal investigation, both officers will now face gross misconduct proceedings. The Independent Office for Police Conduct, the IOPC, said that most officers should face a gross misconduct hearing for potential breaches of the police standards of professional behaviour relating to force and authority, respect and courtesy, with PC Komoto facing a further misconduct allegation relating to comments she made on the social media after the incident. I'd love to know what she fucking wrote. I really would. The watchdog said it would liaise with Sussex Police about the misconduct hearings now that the criminal proceedings are over. Blah-de-blah, fucking blah. Anywho, there they are. She's the one that fucking tasered him. Make sure you know her face. Don't let her anywhere near your elderly relatives. They should be sacked. I'm sorry. They obviously are not capable of doing their job. They need to be sacked. I'm going to go off into a corner and try and decompress and calm down, but this has fucking pissed me off.